Welcome to Open House with Gerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And every time our topic is health, and every time our guest is, pangatlo na yata niya ito sa atin, ano? Si Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO. We always get one of the best ratings because we talk about issues, we talk about topics that are, in a way, radical ang dating because every time you hear about cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, high blood pressure, cancer, stroke, laging incurable. But I always get a regular text message from the Philippine College
for the advancement
in medicine. Philippine College for the Advancement in Medicine, PCAM. Ito ang latest na natanggap ko ito, kaya medyo tinawagan ko ulit si Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO. Nakalagay, would you like to learn how to cure Alzheimer's naturally? The Philippine College for the Advancement in Medicine will have a seminar. Katatapos lang po, this one was at Club Filipino. There's a roundtable forum on Alzheimer's disease. And the resource speakers were MDs, medical doctors. Si Rosario Austria and the former Secretary of Health, si Jaime Galvestan. So we will be talking about incurable diseases now, no? And Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cancer. If we have time, we'll talk about stroke and other things. Pero ito, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia that causes problems with memory, thinking, and behavior. Symptoms usually develop slowly and get worse over time, becoming severe enough to interfere with daily tasks. At ito po ang mga known symptoms of Alzheimer's. Memory loss that disrupts daily life, challenges in planning or solving problems, difficulty in completing familiar tasks at home, confusion with time and place, trouble understanding visual images, new problems with words, misplacing things, and losing the ability to retrace steps, decreased or poor judgment. Usually, this leads to poor grooming at saka bumababa yung personal hygiene, withdrawal from work or social activities, and nakakaroon ng mga changes in mood and personality. They can become confused, suspicious, depressed, fearful, or anxious. So, we talked to Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO. Ano ba ang cause ng Alzheimer's?
Up to this time po, in conventional drug-based medicine, they don't really know the cause.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, they say that perhaps it's an overabundance of what is called amyloid, which are calcified proteins in the brain. But they have no way of detecting it, so they say the only way we can tell if the fellow really had Alzheimer's is after he dies. And we can do an autopsy and autopsy the brain and find out if there are amyloid plaques there, if there are tangled protein nerves in the brain. That's the only time we can say he has Alzheimer's.
Hindi, pero yung mga pag-andun na lahat
These
yung
are
mga sintomas.
symptoms. But it can be due to dementia, it can be due to strokes, it can be due to...
Okay. So, so it cannot be diagnosed 100% with certainty? Na
Not with certainty, but more or less they can do it through the symptoms. They can say, oh, we are 90% sure it's Alzheimer's. But it could be dementia, it could be...
Okay. Ngayon, ito po. I researched, of course, I'm just using an amateur search mechanism, which is Google, and lagi nakalagay dito, walang cure.
Opo.
Or once tinamaan ka niyan, it's a matter of time. Pwedeng taon, pwedeng maraming taon. But then here you are, here's PCAM, the Philippine College for the Advancement in Medicine, and with people like you and the former Secretary of Health saying you're giving out a seminar and there is a cure. So, can you please expound on this, sir?
Po. Actually, it's not just PCAM here po. In the United States, the alternative physicians also are saying that there is a cure. In the U.S., what they're using now is virgin coconut oil. They use, first of all, they also use regular coconut oil, like Baguio cooking oil.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, sige, okay.
but for that, you need more tablespoons. They're saying minimum 5 tablespoons a day.
Okay.
3 tablespoons at breakfast and 2 tablespoons at dinner.
That's regular oil.
Regular
coconut
oil, the one that you use for
frying.
Baguio coconut oil.
Ngayon,
Yeah.
VCO, virgin coconut
VCO,
oil.
you will need 3 tablespoons
Per
every meal.
3 tablespoons per meal.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So, ano ito? Preventive for Alzheimer's or curative na po ito?
Yeah, pati po, preventive and curative. But there are also supplements that they give in addition to that, which will help what they call brain food.
Okay, which are?
Well, there's vitamin E, there's vitamin C, there is ginkgo biloba.
Okay.
But in my case po, what I am saying is the brain needs nutrition. Our whole body needs nutrition. We are nothing but really nutrition. And for me, what causes any brain malfunction are 2 things. One, the brain is drying up.
Okay.
Any organ.
Okay, sir. Pag brain drying up, is this usually old age? Hindi naman.
No, it's a lack of water.
Okay.
Because the brain is 85% water. Alam mo po, the whole body runs on water. All the organs run on water. God made our bodies 75% water. The brain is 85% water. The blood is 94% water. All the other organs are 80% water. The muscles are 80% water. The nerves are 80% water. If those organs dry up, what will you get? They will not function.
Okay.
Yeah?
Balik po tayo sa Alzheimer's.
Oh, but that's I'm leading
Okay,
to that.
okay, yes, sir.
Yeah. So if the brain is dried up, how can it function? You'll have in fact, you may not have Alzheimer's yet, but if you have memory loss, it's because your brain is drying up.
Oh. As a matter of fact, yan ang favorite topic of conversation natin every time you're a guest.
Yeah.
Yung the water and salt therapy. You can call it therapy na, hindi ba? O kalahating, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan, ano? Pero okay, Alzheimer's po. Merong maraming stages of Alzheimer's. Merong mga iba, nagiging makalimutin lang, baka nga dementia, baka it's a result of age. Ngayon, meron naman po medyo advanced na talaga, medyo nawawala na sa sarili.
Yeah.
Yung ganun po, when you're in that stage, because I am sure there are people listening to us now who might have loved ones or relatives na may Alzheimer's. Ngayon, anong stage po ang matutulungan nitong virgin coconut oil?
Yes.
Oh.
Alam mo po, in natural healing, we never give up until the last minute.
Okay.
Because we don't really know when God will call us home. We don't know when or where or how. Will it be through Alzheimer's? Will it be through cancer, through TB, through an accident, or what? We don't know. So, since we do not know, we never give up until the last minute. We never say, you have only 1 day to live, or you have 2 days to live, or you have 3 days to live. So, the first thing that we would like to do, at least what I would like to do, is make sure that all your organs are functioning, not just the brain. Because if the blood is dehydrated, the blood is 94% water. If it's dried up, because you're only drinking 1 or 2 glasses of water a day, the blood, you cannot supply nutrition to the brain. Because it's the blood with 94% water that brings nutrition, oxygen, and fresh water to every single cell, including the brain.
Okay, sir, we're in a situation ngayon na eto, merong silang kamag-anak, mahal sa buhay, may Alzheimer's. Anong gagawin nila? Like,
Ito po ang suggestion ko.
Okay.
First of all, we must check to see what the water content of the body is. Is it only 2%? Is it only 3%? It should be 75%. Because if it's 75%, the brain will have 85% water. There will be no memory loss. In Alzheimer's po, the brain tissues get destroyed. Can it be regenerated? Yes, if you supply back the missing water and you supply the missing blood.
Okay.
Okay? So what? But you cannot supply the missing blood if the water content is down, because the blood, which has 94% water, if it doesn't have enough, it will be thick and sticky, malapot. It will not flow freely. It cannot go to the brain properly.
So, ibig sabihin, sir, the first thing that a caregiver of a person with Alzheimer's, painumin mo agad ng maraming tubig?
Opo, kailangan niya 15 basong tubig araw-araw.
15.
Yung pong 8-ounce glass, it's almost 4 liters of water a day.
Okay.
Yeah? Secondly, she must give him or her salt, yung rock salt, yung sea salt, yung asin dagat.
Opo.
Bakit po? Kung walang asin, yung katawan natin cannot hold the water, cannot retain the water. Even if you drink 10 galon of tubig, you'll still be tuyo. You'll just keep urinating the water out. You'll just keep sweating the water out.
Okay.
Then the salt will not work unless there is potassium. So I also check what is the potassium content. If it's very low, that salt will not work. If the salt does not work, it will not retain the water. You'll still be tuyo. You'll still be dried up.
Po, how do you find out kung anong water content ng katawan nyo? Like for instance, there's a person afflicted with Alzheimer's. Ano kaya ang ano? Like sinabi niya, baka 5%. And how do you find out?
I find out through a method, again, in natural healing that is not done by conventional medicine. It's called muscle testing.
Okay.
Where you tap into the brain waves of the person. And it's the brain of the person that tells you what
Ilang percent?
Yeah, what is going on inside the body. The brain knows everything about us, about our body. We might say, how is that possible? I don't know what my blood pressure is. I have to use a machine. Well, that is your conscious brain. But the conscious brain accounts for only 25% of the brain's operations. The subconscious accounts for 25 plus 55, that's about 80% already. And the intuitive brain accounts for the rest.
Okay, ngayong question, sir. You mean to tell me pag binigyan na po niya ng tubig, okay, like binigyan na ng tubig, nakaka 15 glasses a day na, let's presume that the person with Alzheimer's is dehydrated. So sinimulan niya yung tubig. Ano pang kailangan?
Now we must supply nutrition to the brain.
Okay, when we come back, yan ang pag-uusapan natin. Because kanina, pinakita niyo sa akin to, it's called laurin, L-A-U-R-I-N. And this is one of the components of virgin coconut oil.
Opo.
Okay. Pero ito po, natural po ito. I mean,
It's all
extract lang po.
natural,
Okay.
yes po.
When we come back, we'll talk about laurin and how it can help with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
At iba pa pong marami pa pong ibang
Yes,
diseases.
even
no?
with the brain, even with psoriasis.
Okay. And we'll also talk about Parkinson's, which is again a disease of the nervous system in the brain, and also cancer. You're in Open House with Gerry Cornejo with Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO, and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Open House with Gerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And the topic now is something life-changing, something very important, and something that could save and prolong lives. And we're talking about curing the incurable diseases. And patapos na po tayo rito, we'll be talking about Alzheimer's. Ngayon, to recap, sabi po ni Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO, one of the main reasons that people get sick, hindi lang po Alzheimer's, is because you're dehydrated. Kulang ang tubig sa katawan. Without water, none of our organs, vital organs, will function. Ngayon, we already presumed that your loved one, your relative or friend who has Alzheimer's, ay dehydrated? Because pambihirang mapainom na mga tubig yung mga may Alzheimer's, di ba?
Hindi lang po karamihan po ng mga tao ang hirap painumin ng tubig.
Hirap pa.
Ininom yung soft drinks, yung kape, yung tsaa.
Which dehydrates them more.
Which dehydrates them more.
Okay. So, once you make sure that the person who is afflicted with Alzheimer's ay umiinom na po ng 15 glasses of water a day and divided po into ilan yun?
3 glasses every
Ayan.
3 hours, 5 times a day.
Ayun. 3 glasses every 3 hours, 5 times a day.
At saka yung each glass po should be that 8 ounce.
8 ounce.
Glass.
Yung pong tamang-tama lang sa isang kamay.
Opo.
Hindi po yung mga matataas, hindi po yung tamang-tama lang sa isang kamay.
Bumili po kayo ng baby bottle, mayroon doon,
Yan,
1 ounce to. Mag-measure kayo, 8 ounces. Yung baso ninyo ngayon, 8 ounces doon, lagyan nyo po yung tubig, makikita nyo kung hanggang saan.
And then, very important, gano'ng karami po ng rock salt?
At
Asin dagat?
3 kutsarita po, 3 teaspoons a day maghapon.
So, mga half a teaspoon per 3 glasses.
Yeah, 5 times a day.
Ah.
Mangyayari na yan. At the end of the day, nakakain ka na ng 2.5 kutsarita. Pero ang kailangan mo po, 3 kutsarita. So yung pang-ultimo, gawin mong 1 kutsarita at inumin mo kasama na ng yung pang-ultimong 3 basong tubig
Yeah.
bago ka matulog.
Okay, but remember something, natural rock salt, sea salt. Hindi po yung iodized, hindi po yung fino na nabibili sa supermarket. Ngayon yan ang kumisa nagiging problema.
Kasi
Hirap
po-
po humanap ng rock salt.
Kasi po yung iodized salt, hindi po natutunaw. Ilagay mo sa isang boteng tubig, shake ka ng shake buong araw, shake ka ng shake buong taon, pagkatapos ng taon, nangdoon pa yon. Hindi yun natutunaw, hindi matutunaw sa katawan mo, magkakaroon kang high blood, magkakaroon kang kidney stones.
So yun ang cause ng kidney stones.
Opo, pero
Okay.
yung totoong asin,
Ah.
ilagay mo sa tubig, maski hindi mo batihin, natutunaw. Natutunaw sa katawan natin. Kung mayroon kang high blood, kumain ka lang ng kalahating kutsarita ng asin, 3 basong tubig na galing sa gripo, sa loob ng 5 minutos o 20 minutos, normal na yung blood mo.
Okay, we get into this, Lauren. Pakipaliwanag nga po. I mean, somebody who has Alzheimer's, ano po ang dosage ng inumin niya ng Lauren?
Average dosage po, 1 tablespoon, 1 kutsarita, 3 beses sa isang araw. 1 kutsarita sa almusal, sa pananghalian, sa hapunan.
Ngayon, pag hindi po sila makakuha ng Lauren, pero makakuha po sila ng virgin coconut oil, ano pong dosage?
Kailangan po 1 kutsarita rin.
Virgin coconut
Virgin
oil
coconut
yan.
oil.
Ah.
Pero kung yung ordinaryong oil, kagaya ng Baguio cooking oil,
Hindi po, virgin coconut oil.
virgin, 3 kutsara din.
Ayun.
Yeah.
So, 3 kutsara. So, 1 kutsara per meal.
Opo.
Okay. Now, what will happen pag ginawa po nila lahat ito if they take the water with the salt, kung yung pasyente po nila nakaka 15 glasses of water a day with the salt, and then they take Lauren or they take virgin coconut oil with every meal, ano po mangyayari sa pasyente?
You will see an improvement po in the memory, hindi na makakalimutin. You will see an improvement in the conversations. Kung kinakausap mo, mayroon ng, at saka,
May sense.
may sense na.
Ah.
Yun po. Kasi po kung Alzheimer's, kadalasan, kung lumabas sila sa bahay, they cannot find their way home. Or they cannot even find their way to the bathroom.
Talagang blanco.
Yeah, talagang blanco yon. Kasi yung brain cells are getting destroyed. Ngayon po, kung sige ang bigay mo nito, wala kang nakikitang improvement, mayroon pong isang dahilan ang Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Mayroon po yan, hookworm sa utak na destroying the basal ganglia
Okay.
in the brain.
Hookworms. Okay.
Hookworms po.
And
So what you have to do is take a herbal product that will kill the hookworms and you do the macozaper. Nakita mo na yun, yung macozaper, yung dinala ko dito, to kill the dengue virus. It will kill the hookworms also. It will kill all parasites.
tama na, wag natin gawin sa huli ito, ngayon na natin gawin. How do they get in touch with you?
They call my landline po kasi masama yung signal sa bahay
Okay,
ko.
your landline is?
924
Okay,
2487.
okay,
Hanapin si Annie
okay,
and ask for a consultation.
okay. Ngayon, because we're just barely touching the surface here, medyo, pag may karandaman po kayo, medyo dapat mas malalim at matagal ang usapan natin.
Opo.
But if you want to have a consultation with Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO, the number is 924-2487. Okay? 924-2487. Hanapin niyo po si Annie and mag-ano po kayo. Ask for a appointment, consultation time. Okay. Ngayon, we go into Parkinson's. Meron lang akong konting research sa Parkinson's naman dito. Nakalagay, Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative brain disorder that progresses slowly in most people. What this means is that the individuals with Parkinson's disease will be living for 20 years or more from the time of diagnosis. Kapareho po ni na Michael J. Fox, kapareho ni Muhammad Ali. They're still around, but you can see they're kind of shaky. There is currently no cure for Parkinson's. However, your doctors will be focused to find treatments that help control the symptoms so that people with Parkinson's disease can have a good quality of life. Ngayon, hindi pa po nababanggit ng PCAM ang stand nyo with Parkinson's.
Ay, nabanggit na po.
Sige po.
Several years ago.
So, kasi more or less, sa nervous system din po ito, no?
Oo po, sa brain din po.
Okay. So, when somebody is afflicted with Parkinson's disease, ano po ang gagawin una? Ganun din po, yung tubig. Make sure he's well hydrated.
That's the root foundation for getting well from any disease.
Okay, tandaan nyo ito whatever it is, kahit na stroke kayo, kahit cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, make sure that the individual, if it's you, or your patient, or your relative or friend, sino man inaalagaan nyo, ay umiinom ng 15 basong tubig araw-araw. More or less, this is 4 liters. 4 na litrong tubig. And 3 teaspoons of 3 teaspoons, kutsarita po ng rock salt. Okay? Of course, dispersed with the 15 glasses. Okay? Yung 3 kutsarita po, hati-hatiin nyo doon sa 15. Okay naman po siguro, magkaroon na ng 15 dyan sa isang araw para i-distribute na rin yung asin.
Pero
para
po,
at the end of the day,
pero po, mayroon po ibang mga tao na hinahalo yung asin sa tubig.
Okay.
Pero ayaw ko pong gawin yon kasi para sa akin po, ang sama ng lasa ng tubig inumin mo.
para kayo nakainom ng dagat.
Ang ginagawa ko po, ay nilalagay ko lang yung kalahating kutsarita sa bibig ko at uminom ko ng tubig.
As long as you consume it with the water.
O, hinahalo ko po yon kalahating kutsarita sa isang tasa na may 2 hilaw na itlog.
Okay.
At saka may 6 na tinadtad na finong siling labuyo.
Okay.
Yun po, iniinom ko yun. At iniinom ko yun, ginagawa ko po yun 5 beses sa isang araw.
5 beses, nakakasampung
10 itlog pong hilaw.
Talaga?
Oh,
Alright. Ano po yan? Organic na nabibili sa supermarket?
yung fertilized po.
Fertilized egg.
Mayroong rooster.
So, meron kayong source niyan?
Ay, pwede po I can mention names of supermarkets or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Kung sa SM po o Save More, yung eggs na branded bonus, yung pinakamura, fertilized yun. Sa Robinsons, yung pinakamurang puting itlog, fertilized din yun. Walang brand name, mayroon lang mga expiry dates na ka-stickers sa bawat itlog. Sa SNR, yung pinakamurang puting itlog, yung premium, fertilized din yun.
Sir, you take 10 eggs a day?
Opo. Yung mas mahal na puting itlog, hindi po fertilized.
Okay.
Kasi po, yung fertilized na itlog, pinakamura, kasi ang kailangan lang upang magkaroon ng itlog is a rooster. Pero yung kailangan mo, walang rooster, you need special feeds, you need special care, ganon.
By the way, si Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO is a very young 82 nga pala. Mahigit 8 dekada na po, papuntang 9 dekada na. Anyway, okay, punta po tayo sa Parkinson's. Okay, again, ang pinakabase sa lahat ito, make sure that the person afflicted with Parkinson's is well hydrated, which means 15 glasses of water a day, 3 teaspoons of rock salt, natural rock salt. Yan po yung asin galing po sa dagat. Hindi po yung fino na galing sa supermarket. Wag po yun. Wag po rin pong iodized. Okay, sir. Now,
Kung pwede po,
Oh,
tapusin ko lang yung sa itlog.
sige po,
ha?
sige po.
Sa Robinsons po, at saka sa SNR, yung pinakamahal na itlog, fertilized din. Ang pangalan, may brand name, Happy Hens.
Okay.
Supplied po ng San Miguel. Kasi po, San Miguel requires all its suppliers to have 1 rooster for every 10 hens.
Aha.
Kaya Happy Hens, they have a rooster.
Pero ngayon po, nakalagay ba ron kung fertilize o hindi? Hindi.
Hindi po, just says Happy Hens.
Okay. Ngayon, so, yung may Parkinson's po, umiinom na ng 15 glasses of water a day. Ano po ang magagawa to have a better quality of life, or nagagamot po ba ang Parkinson's just like Alzheimer's?
Ay, kwento lang po sa inyo yung mga nangyari na may Parkinson's. Meron nagparito sa akin, Parkinson's, 65 years old na babae, hindi na nakakasalita. Kasi po kung may Parkinson's ka, your muscles become rigid,
Okay.
matigas. Yung kanyang dila, matigas na, hindi makasalita. At saka kung makita mo yung mukha, malungkot na malungkot. Kasi sabi ng anak na babae, she likes to sing, but now she cannot sing. Alam mo po, yung Parkinson's, marumi yung dugo na pinagbibigay sa utak. Marumi yung dugo kasi po yung bituka punong-punong dumi. Hindi ka po nagduduming 3 beses sa isang araw. Yung pong kinakain natin na 3 beses na pagkain sa isang araw, it produces 3 fecal waste. If you don't move your bowels 3 times a day, you will have fecal waste retention. You will become a walking septic tank.
Okay.
Opo. And the blood circulates every 20 to 30 seconds and picks up all that filth and feeds it everywhere. It's feeding filth to your brain.
And every
And
organ.
then you are dehydrated, you're not drinking enough water, the brain is dried up. The combination po ng maruming dugo na pinapakain sa utak, saka tuyong-tuyo yung utak, produces a lot in the brain of free radicals. The free radicals destroy normal cells. It destroys the brain cells producing the neurotransmitter dopamine. Kung wala ka ng dopamine o kulang ka na, magkakaroon kang Parkinson's, magkakaroon kang tremors, rigidity, ang paglakad mo, mahirap na.
Yeah.
Dinala po doon sa bahay. Una, pinadumi kong 3 beses sa araw, pinainom kong 15 basong tubig, yung asin, yung saba na hindi linuto upang magkaroon ng potassium, bali 6 sa isang araw. Pagkatapos, pinapunta ko doon kay Dr. Jojo Bernardo. Kasi po, doon po, ini-injection sila ng tinatawag ng reduced IV glutathione. Ano po yan? That's an antioxidant. It wipes out the free radicals from the brain. So, ginawa po yan. Jojo does that 3 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. After 1 week of doing that, tinawagan ako ng anak na babae, "Uy, nakakasalita na ang nanay ko."
Okay.
At saka, kumakanta na.
Hold that thought. Babalikan po natin yan, ha? I hope you're listening and paying attention also to the names na binibigay ni Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO. Open House with Gerry Cornejo. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Open House with Gerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And again, you know, if you're listening to this program, I really think you will profit from this because we're talking about curing the incurable diseases. And, well, almost everyone right now has had a relative or friend or a loved one na nagkasakit po ng tinatawag na mga incurable diseases, no? And kung hindi po in the past, maybe in the future. So you'll profit from this one way or the other. Napag-usapan na po natin ang Alzheimer's, and we're on the tail end of Parkinson's. And sir, again, yung sinasabi niyo po, pag may Parkinson's again, kailangan, yung itlog po na raw egg, okay din sa Parkinson's yun o hindi?
Okay po. In fact, it's okay for all ailments. Kasi po yung raw eggs are the most complete food that God has given us. It has all the vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids, the proteins, the fats, the carbohydrates that the body needs for nutrition. Why did God do that? Because po, a living being will grow in that egg and will need all the nutrition it can get. While I was giving a seminar on April 5th, whole day seminar at the Club Filipino.
April 5th?
Lampas na po.
Lampas na.
At the noon break, lunch break, may nagpunta sa akin, one of the attendants, sabi po sa akin, I just want to tell you a story because of what you've been saying about raw eggs being the most complete food. Sabi niya, I'm a military agent. An American was captured by the communists. He was held captive for several months. When we got him back, he had lost 100 pounds from 245 to 100. So we were all alarmed. We had him checked thoroughly in the hospital, and to everybody's surprise, he was very healthy, full of energy, full of strength. Because during all the months of captivity, all he was eating was raw eggs.
Buti binibigyan siya ng raw eggs.
Well, up in the mountains, what do they have? They have chickens.
Di ba ngayon po, pag niluto na, pag scrambled, pinirito, or hard-boiled eggs, wala na yan.
Wala na po, because cooking wipes out all the nutrition of any food.
Okay. So if you're gonna take eggs,
it has to be hilaw.
Hilaw. Ngayon, ang ano na lang, maghanap ng sinasabi niyong fertilized egg.
Opo.
Maghanap ng...
That's why I eat 10 raw eggs a day po.
10 raw eggs. Gano'ng katagal niyo na po ginagawa yan?
Ay, matagal na po. Sa mga ilang taon na.
Okay. So, back po tayo sa Parkinson's. Merong mga motor symptoms, non-motor symptoms, merong drooling, yung sinasabi nyo. Speech and swallowing problems.
Opo.
Ngayon sabi nyo nga, again, water, hydrate. After hydration, ano yung sinuggest nyo po?
You have to move 3 bowel movements a day so that the blood will be clean. The blood being fed to the brain will be clean. Secondly, yung injection po, it's called IV reduced glutathione.
Okay.
It will wipe out, kasi po, if you're feeding dirty blood and no water, dried up brain cells, the brain will have a lot of free radicals, which will destroy the cells producing the neurotransmitter dopamine, which is the cause of Parkinson's. There's not enough dopamine anymore being produced by the brain.
Ano po pangalan ng doctor na nire-recommend
Dr. Jojo Bernardo po.
Okay. How do you get in touch with Dr. Jojo
I will
Bernardo?
give you po, he has a clinic in West Avenue.
Okay.
And his...
Tingnan niyo po muna yan because let me repeat the number of Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO. If you want to get in touch with him, landline na lang po ha. 924-2487. Look for Annie and then schedule a consultation. Okay? 924-2487. Look for Annie, schedule a consultation. Ngayon, ito naman po, specialista sa Parkinson's, nasa West Avenue po, Quezon City. Pangalan po niya, Dr. Jojo Bernardo. And ano pong contact number
Ito
niya?
po, 0917
Yes.
714
Yes.
5688.
Okay. So, if you have a relative, a friend na na-diagnose po, yung Parkinson's na-diagnose yan, hindi kamukha ng Alzheimer's.
Opo, mas madaling ma-diagnose yung Parkinson's because you will have tremors, your muscles will be rigid, like that woman could not talk for 6 years, and you're walking. I can stand up po.
No, it's okay. Parang,
you're walking.
Parang ang penguin.
You're just shuffling.
Oo, nakita ko yung parang...
Kasi po masyadong stiff and rigid, the legs.
Parang yung kay Muhammad Ali. Pag nagsisindi siya ng torch,
Oo
Di ba?
po, ganyan po.
Parang nakachanelas, nagaganon-ganon lang. Anyway, specialista po sa Parkinson's, Dr. Jojo Bernardo, nasa West Avenue, Quezon City po yung klinika niya. And his number is 0917-714-5688. Okay.
Meron pa akong isang storya tungkol Parkinson's.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Meron po nagpunta sa akin na Amerikano, galing sa Los Angeles. Parkinson's niya, 6 na taon na. Hindi po siya maka-turn around. Talagang rigid na rigid. Yung asawa niya, tinutulungan siya mag-turn around. Sabi ko, gusto mo mag-impisa ngayon na araw for the treatment? Sabi niya, opo. Of course, he said yes in English. Tinawagan ko si Jojo. Jojo, pwede mo bang isingit ito ngayon na hapon? Sabi niya, sige, papuntahin mo alas 4. Pumunta po ng alas 4. Inimpisa ni Jojo yung intravenous infusion, slow push ng IV reduced glutathione. After 40 minutes, tinawagan po ako ng Amerikano. Sabi niya po, Jim, I am running.
Running, ha?
Running.
Not only walking and standing, ha?
Pagkatapos sabi niya, my next session with Jojo is 2 days from now. Kasi Lunes, Miyerkules. Can you come to the clinic? Sabi ko, yes. Pagdating ko po, nung makita ako, he fell to the floor and started doing push-ups. At saka sabi sa akin ng asawa, the day before, one day after Jojo gave him the infusion, he ran 1 1/4 kilometers around Vera Mall.
Wow, talaga, ha? Okay, so...
Well, that's...
So, wag po tayo maniniwala pag sabihin po ng mga traditional medical practitioners na Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cancer is
Diabetes.
incurable, diabetes.
Yeah.
So, ito po, I think they've heard enough of the water. Ngayon, solids po, if dito po sa atin, sa Pilipinas, if you were to recommend a few fruits and vegetables that should be taken as regularly as possible, ano pong i-recommend nyo?
As for vegetables po, araw-araw, kumain kayo ng kangkong, o saluyot, o alugbati, o talbos ng kamote, o pako.
Yung po yung mga leafy,
wag ninyong lutuin, pwede ninyong i-blanched. At pwede ninyong samahan ng bagoong alamang.
Okay.
Ang sarap-sarap po niyan.
Blanch, di ba parang inaano rin ng mainit na tubig yan?
Mainit na tubig po.
Isang dip lang?
Isang dip lang.
Okay.
Upang lumambot lang yung, hindi naluluto yon, lumalambot lang yung dahon.
Okay.
O lagyan mo sa strainer, you pour hot water, the hot water will go through the strainer.
Okay.
Opo. So, that's what I recommend for
Mga
vegetables.
talbos.
Okay. Para sa pagkain naman po, if I were you, I would eat at least 6 na hilaw na itlog araw-araw. 2 sa almusal, 2 sa panghalian, 2 sa hapunan. Makikita po ninyo sa loob ng 1 linggo. Masigla kayong masigla because the raw eggs contain the 2 fuels that the mitochondria, the inner core of each cell, burns to energize all the cells. That is adenosine triphosphate and CoQ10. Subukan lang po ninyo. Subukan ninyo 1 linggo.
Ang ano ko lang, I want to try that. Ang situation ko lang, I want to make sure that what I'm taking is fertilized egg. Kasi pag hindi po fertilized, walang bisa.
Opo.
Ha?
If you don't mind, you get the most expensive eggs, the Happy Hen.
Sa mga supermarket.
Supermarkets.
Pero hindi po nakalagay doon na fertilized egg to.
Pero sigurado po akong fertilized, minasal test ko po yun.
Ano po yung mga Happy Hen? Ano pa yung mga siguradong
Yung
fertilized?
premium sa SNR.
Premium.
Eggs.
Yun ang tatak premium.
Opo.
Okay.
Leghorn eggs yun.
Hindi po Bounty.
Hindi yun.
Okay, sige. Okay, so premium and Happy Hen. Yan po ang mga fertilized eggs. 100% sure po kayo dyan.
Sure po.
Okay, so those two, ano pa po?
Sa Robinsons po, Happy Hens din, at saka yung pinakamurang white leghorn eggs nila. Walang brand name, pero merong expiry date sa kawat.
Ano pong tindahan yan?
Robinsons.
Robinsons. Pero sa mga SM po, Rustan, Landmark.
Bonus po.
Bonus.
Opo, sa SM at saka sa Save More.
Bonus.
Opo, ang pangalan po, bonus.
Oh, in-house ano nila yun? In-house brand nila yun eh.
Opo.
So those are fertilized?
Opo.
Okay, good. Sige, yun ang pinakamura, yung bonus.
Pinakamura yung premium sa SMR.
Okay, ngayon, so we were
Yung
talking...
mga native eggs, fertilized din yun.
Of course. Ngayon yung prutas po, prutas.
Sa frutas po, yung saba na hilaw, huwag lutuin, huwag gawin turon o maruya
Ah.
o
Ano lasa nun?
linaga.
Pag, ano,
Ay, naku, ang sarap-sarap. Especially
Hilaw.
po, opo.
Oo.
Especially if you blenderize it,
Oo.
then just drink it.
Oo.
Naku, ang sarap.
So, hinog pero hindi luto.
Opo.
Okay. Hinog pero hindi luto.
Opo.
Okay.
Among the bananas, that's the one you should take.
Alright.
Because it's rich in potassium.
Oo.
Do not take more than 6 bananas a day.
May,
That's saba.
may overdose din dyan eh, di ba?
Kasi po, kung sobrang potassium mo, you'll
Oo.
have a cardiac arrest.
Ayun, okay. You don't want that. So, ano pa po? Papaya po.
Ang sarap po ng papaya, yung pink lady, yung red lady papaya.
Oh, yung mapula-pula.
Opo, talagang popular yun.
Diyan yung malalaki.
Malalaki. 1 foot long.
Oo.
Araw-araw po, kinakain ko, kalahati na yan.
Ah.
For breakfast, I just cut it in half, kalahati. Pagkatapos, I get 3 bottles of raw garlic. I crush them with a garlic crusher and use that. I lace it on the papaya.
Ayun.
Naku, ang sarap din.
Okay, so saba. Yung mga lakatan-latundan.
Kung lakatan po, ang kailangan na kainin mo, 36 araw-araw.
So, dami naman, no? 36.
At saka, makakabigay yun ng hangin sa tiyan mo.
So, saba na lang.
Saba na lang
Saba
po.
na hinog, basta hindi luto.
Opo.
Okay.
Pero sa mga bata po, ang gusto nila, yung latundan.
Oo. Eh,
Yan,
so,
mga for the children.
Papaya.
Yeah.
So, yan dalawang yan, laging available yan eh.
Ay, yeah. Everywhere throughout the Philippines po.
Mais.
Mais po, it's not as... kasi po, yung mais, kailangan lutuin mo.
Okay. So, sa mga prutas, yun po banana and
Yeah.
papaya.
Yung mangosteen po, maganda rin.
Because year-round yan eh. Yung mga iba, seasonal eh.
Oo nga.
Di ba? So, papaya, banana, you can see every time.
Yeah, everywhere.
Supermarket, wet market, laging andyan yan.
Yeah.
Okay, so last but not least, totoo po bang lagi ko nakikita po sa internet, no? Guyabano raw is 10,000 times more powerful than chemo. Totoo po ba 'yon?
Hindi po.
Hindi
Alam mo po, I learned all about that long before anybody else in the Philippines did. Kasi po, charter member ako ng Health Science Institute sa Amerika.
Yes.
And they circularize us. There's something new, a plant in the Amazon jungles that came out, which a pharmaceutical company discovered was 10,000 times more powerful than chemo, but they're suppressing it because they don't want it to stop the chemo.
Ayun.
And they were saying you can get it now in a natural food supplement called graviola and so on. So I tried that. It doesn't work po.
Okay. Sayang, tapos na po tayo. You know, I mean, I'm sure with the topics that we had, especially hydration.
One more thing po about guyabano. The problem with guyabano, it makes the stomach alkaline.
Okay.
Kung alkaline ang tiyan mo, hindi mo matutuloy ang kinakain mo. Magkakaroon kang kaba, magkakaroon kang sikmura, because yung pagkain na hindi natutunan, nagkukulo yun, fermenting, generating gas.
Okay, with that, maraming pong salamat, Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO. And without a doubt, tandaan niyo yung mga sinabi natin. And again, if you want to get in touch with Dr. Jaime DY-LIACCO, 924-2487. Look for Annie and have a consultation. I'm Gerry Cornejo. This is Open House. Until next week, take care. I love you. God bless you.
Very good.